Hello guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm so excited this morning because I'm about to take you through a couple of realistic summer days in my life, but I'm going to try to make the most of it because it's my last few days of summer. I'm a teacher, so I'm gonna have to go back to school literally next week, which is such a freaking bummer, but we're going to have so much fun, especially today, because me and my friends are gonna have a book club and we're gonna do it outside at one of their houses. So she has like a back deck and a creek that runs through her backyard. So we're gonna have a nice, fun outdoor book club today. I'm very excited about that. She's making like fiesta chicken, and then other people are bringing like guacamole, cheese dip, salsa, stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna bring some snacky things that are not related to the meal exactly, because we might want other things a little bit later, because we're just gonna hang out, maybe float in the creek and talk about books and whatever else we get up to. So I think that's gonna be so much fun. I cannot wait for that. We're actually, everyone in the book club, we're all teachers. So everybody's like trying to make the most of their last few days of summer. So I'm very excited because I'm taking my kids and dropping them off with my husband at football practice. And for literally maybe like the second time all summer, I'm going to do something without anyone else in my family, which that's not me trying to sound mean or anything, but I'm literally so excited about it. This is not our book club book. I just wanted to give you a little reading update. I'm on Air Fire already. I locked into this series. Everyone has told me that I would love Throne of Glass because I read ACOTAR, I read Fourth Wing, and I love those books. But I'm telling you right now, I love the fantasy more than I love the romance. So this is giving me everything that I need. The first two books were like fine, but I feel like they've set up so much, and I'm very excited to read the rest of them. Our book club book for this week was God of the Woods, and I didn't even read it. So that sucks, but it's fine. We'll talk about other books that we've read, because I also made them read The 7-Year Slip, and I haven't gotten to talk to them about that yet. So I'm very excited to hear everyone's thoughts. I know that a couple of them loved it, but I want to hear what everyone has to say, because that is my favorite book of all time. So I need to drop my kids off with my husband at like 11 o'clock. And right now it's almost 8:30. I haven't done anything yet this morning. So I need to like make some coffee, get some breakfast going. I've been trying to eat really, really healthy. I wouldn't say super healthy, but healthy-ish. I have been doing mostly whole foods, and I just think that's going to help me so much with my PCOS. Right now I'm going to go make some coffee. I put MCT oil in it because evidently that's good healthy fats to line your stomach. I don't know the science. I'm trusting it. And then after that, I will make some breakfast for myself. I already did make my kids breakfast. They are early morning risers, so I just let them eat breakfast like at 7 a.m. and I have postponed my breakfast until now. So let's go make the coffee, and then I'll drink that while I'm reading the sample chapters that Kindle gave me with Air Fire. I'm like somehow keeping my fingers crossed that while I'm reading the sample chapters this morning, a hold's going to become available, which is not going to happen. I'm going to pay however much I need to pay to read Air Fire. We're back from the store. I'm gonna give you a little haul of what I got. It ended up being like fairly cheap. Honestly, most of the cost came because I got the kids little juices, and I think JP actually got a milk. Anyways, they love those things, so I was like, sure, why not? First up, I got myself a liquid death water because I'm not going to drink alcohol, but I love to romanticize a little water, and I think the liquid death waters actually taste so good. So I got that. And then These are juice boxes for the kids. I got Levi 2 of these little coconut waters. He thinks these are pretty good. They're not as good as, I can't remember what the brand is. I'll pop it up on the screen because it's the best coconut water ever. And it's actually like pink because evidently that's natural. Anyways, it's like the random stuff that I got. Everything else I'm going to make into like a little snack situation to take with me today. So we got some celery, English cucumbers, some little like bell peppers, sweet peppers, whatever these are, grape tomatoes, and then carrots. So that's like all the dipping things. And then I got 2 dips. I got tzatziki dip and then just like plain original hummus. So the hummus and the tzatziki were actually on sale, and then I just got all the vegetables. So I'm going to chop the vegetables up now, and then I'm going to put everything into some kind of a container to take with me. And then it will probably be close to time to leave and take the kids to Levi. So we chose 2 books for book club because we knew we weren't meeting for another month, and I read neither of them, and I feel like I am like in a summer reading situation when I was in high school, and I need to like spark note the whole thing. So if that shows you what kind of reader I've been for my adult life, there you go. I was spark noting things and never reading anything that I was assigned to read. And I cannot believe that I've fallen back into that trap for book club. So sorry, friends, but I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to listen to their conversations and decide if I want to read it based on what they say. Very niche content, so I don't know how many people are going to care, but I need to take all of my supplements for PCOS. So the first thing I have is berberine. Then I take the myo-inositol, and I'll link the one that I use. It's the best. I think it's Wholesome Story, and it works for me. Tiny little vitamin D pill. And then this is CoQ10, and this is fish oil. I actually haven't been taking them all together for too long. Like honestly, probably like 2 weeks is the longest that I've taken all of them at the same time because I just run out of random things at random times. But anyways, I've been taking the myo-inositol and the berberine pretty consistently, and I think that's really helped. But then I've started adding in other things too. Also, if you're looking for a water bottle, I don't know why I just now got on this Brewmate, but I think it's fantastic because it's 40 ounces, so I know it's going to be good for back to school. If you're a teacher, you know the struggle. You have to have stuff in your classroom because you can't leave. Anyways, it locks on the top, so if these 2 notches aren't aligned, it's completely spill-proof, but it has a straw, and I love that the straw is silicone. I just think this is probably my favorite cup ever, so. Brewmate, 40 ounce. I think it's called the Era. Yeah. Anyways, that was kind of like a random side quest that we just went on, but I'm going to go take my kids to Levi and then head to book club. I just got home. Honestly, that was so much fun. We hung out for like 4 hours. It was just a nice, relaxing way to kind of like end off the summer because we do go back to work next week. So I am home now and I'm about to go work out. It's a leg day, so we're going to do some leg workouts, lots of squats and stuff. And then I do think I'm going to read while I'm on the treadmill, so I'll be able to get that 3rd book really, really started. Levi is still not home with the kids, so I've got a little bit of time, so we need to go ahead and get this workout going. Good morning, you guys. It's the next day. Last night, honestly, everyone in this household was just so tired. Like, my husband passed out on the couch before 9 p.m. and we honestly didn't do much. I read a little bit of Air of Fire, and that was it. We all went to sleep pretty early, but then my kids woke up before 7 a.m., which is not okay when it's summer. I literally would love to sleep in, but they don't subscribe to that idea. I don't really have any actual plans for today. Before Levi left for football this morning, he was like, hey, let's go get lunch somewhere. So I think we might go out for lunch today, which is going to be interesting because this week I've been eating pretty healthy and I've been cooking everything at home. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to eat when we go out, but we'll see. And then my ultrahuman ring is getting delivered today. It says it's going to be here between 2 and 5 p.m. So I'm very excited to unbox that and just kind of get it set up. So I think we'll be doing that in this vlog, which is, I'm just so excited about that. I feel like I've been trying to do things that like kind of get me to understand what's happening with my health and my body. And I think that's going to be something really kind of cool, especially because of the like hormone tracking or your cycle tracking or whatever. But I am getting kind of hungry. So I'm going to go read a little bit of Air of Fire while my kids are entertained. They're having a great time together right now, which only really happens in the morning. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to go read a little bit, and then after that, I'll probably make some breakfast. If you've read the Throne of Glass series, you understand that I'm now getting to the point where like there are so many different things happening at once. So I need to focus and try to make sure that I actually understand what's going on here. Also, I haven't shown you guys my Kindle case. I got new stickers. I'll show you that later. But right now, I really want to figure out what's going on with the Switch. So I'll be back. It's 10:30 and I really just felt like it was time to get out of the house. So we are gonna head out and go, I don't know, just like bop around TJ Maxx and places like that until Levi is ready to meet us for lunch, because honestly, I just don't think I could be in the house anymore today. My kids have been a little rough this morning. They were not excited to do anything. They just wanted to watch TV. So I was like, let's just get out of the house. This is not a time for us to be able to go like play on playgrounds or anything like that. It's so hot outside. It's already in the 90s and it's 10:30. So it's summer, especially like the end of summer in Georgia is tough. Guys, my ring is here. I'm so excited right now. We're about to unbox this thing and see like what the first impressions and everything are. I did end up going with the size 7 and I got it in gold. I really liked that gold was not more expensive like it is if you buy an Oura ring. Also, there's no subscription. So hopefully this works out well and I absolutely love it. So let's open it and try it on for the first time. I love how everyone's like making their packaging like Apple packaging these days because it's so much fun to open immediately. She's gorgeous. All right, I'm just gonna take it out and slip it on my finger. What my plan is right now is to put it on my ring finger and just kind of like stack it with my wedding bands. I could probably stack multiple together like this, or I could remove like the band and just do the engagement ring because I feel like that looks a little bit too much on one finger. This isn't my real ring right now. This is just like my travel ring and it's rose gold. So I don't love how it looks right now with this. Let me go get my real ring. It's more like yellow than an actual gold ring is, which it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So I do think that it fits decently well on my ring finger on my left hand, but I'm also going to try it on my right hand just to see. Like it fits here It's definitely not going to fit on my pointer finger because for some reason that's like the biggest finger on my hand, which is crazy. I thought the middle finger would be like fatter than it, but it is not. Like it would fit on my middle finger. I just don't want to put it on my middle finger because it would be very, very tight. It's a big, thick ring. I'm not going to lie. And I do think it's going to take a good bit of getting used to like have it on my hand and not think about it, but let's see how you turn it on. I have no idea what I'm doing. It says I have to charge the ring for 30 minutes before I pair it to the app. So that is a bummer. I was ready to do it right now. Okay, so I guess I need to go do that. So I'll be back in 30 minutes.
Anyone in their cages. Learned that the hard way. You don't learn off her grandmother to study the pit. There were giant regression into a weapon. We're under orders not. Blood tickled her upper lip. A nosebleed. The pounding in her ears began to drown out.
All right, it's fully charged. I put it on my ring finger on my left hand, and we'll just see how I end up liking that. Honestly, I just think it's the most comfortable finger to wear a ring on because I'm used to it already. So we'll go with this for now, and then we'll see what we do later. But I have it all synced up. So it says, welcome to ultrahuman. It requires a calibration period of up to 15 days to accurately learn your unique body patterns. So it's just gonna kind of like analyze everything for a baseline. So I'm interested in that, which means I'm gonna have to be giving you an update later, like much later, sometime in August. I should have like actual information from the ring, but as someone who is super impatient, that's gonna be tough. Then it has a cycle tracking feature, and this is something I'm super interested in, but I'm not entirely sure how to answer these questions because I have such irregular periods. But there is an option for like an irregular cycle, so I'm just gonna click that. So there's actually a button you can press on here where it says, do you have any conditions that affect your period? And there is a PCOS button, so I clicked that. And then it asks you like what kind of birth control you're on, all that good stuff. And other than that, this is what my screen looks like, which is hilarious. It is literally like nothing. It just says no data everywhere. Give me about a month and then I'll have a really good idea of how much I like this thing. So anyways, super excited about that, but I'm gonna go get my kids, take them upstairs and let them play in their rooms while I'm sitting there because honestly, sometimes they just want me there. They just don't like to be without me. Like individual playtime is not their favorite. So I'm gonna go get them because they are starting to lose it with the activity that they're doing right now. I'm about to get on the treadmill and do like 30 minutes on a 10 incline. So I'm going to actually put this in workout mode and see what it does. So I'm just gonna go through here, maybe search. I'll just do walk, indoor walking. There it is. I'll click start, and then we're gonna do this while I listen to my audiobook. Obviously, if you have been watching any of this, you know that I'm so hooked on the Throne of Glass series right now that I can't stop. So normally I'd do like a YouTube video, podcast or something, but it's audiobook today. Been trying to be outside a lot at like 8 p.m., 8:30 when the sun is setting so that your circadian rhythm is kind of getting in check. And I think it works really well for me and Levi. I don't know how well it's working on our kids, but they just went inside and Levi's got them in the bath. They're getting their baths now. And I was just going to update you on how I'm liking Heir of Fire. Honestly, there's so many storylines going on right now that I love every single storyline. I don't like the Dorian storyline right now, if you know, you know. But other than that, I think everybody's storyline is decent. and I'm very interested in how it turns out. My friend sent me the reading guide for Throne of Glass the other day and the different ways that you can read it, and I'm going Throne of Glass as number 1, then I'm reading Assassin's Blade as number 4, and I'm doing the tandem read. So that's what I chose to go with, and I don't know, I'm just very interested to see how this goes because it's everyone's favorite series. I don't really have an update on the ring yet. You guys are just gonna have to come back for updates on that throughout the next month or so, because I can't give you anything because all I've done is wear it for 12 hours. I don't have any information yet. I did do a workout with it on, but I went into the app and chose that I was doing that indoor workout. So I think that probably makes a difference. If I didn't do that and I just did the workout without going into the app, I'm not sure how it would have recorded it, but either way, since it's 8:30 right now, I'm hoping that we can get the kids down so soon, and maybe me and Levi can have a little movie night. If not, I'm going to be chugging along on this book, but that's really going to be it for this video. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed a couple of summer days of my life. I know today was not super summery or anything, but it was just kind of realistic everyday life as a teacher on summer break. So make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're interested in the ultrahuman saga, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.